voice of Jacksonville Pool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Jones, the voice of Jacksonville Pool, coming to you live from one and only 9-ball heaven, where we have the amazing 8-ball shootout regionals going on here. This is the 2024 regionals, of course, where all these participants are fighting for their way and right to be able to go and compete in Vegas at the 8-ball classic there in Vegas. First tier up for the battle here is the yellow tier, skill level 4. Now for 8-ball, there's the yellow tier for skill level 4. There's skill level 6, orange tier. There is the 2 through 3s as well, which is the blue tier. There's skill level 5 tier, which will have actually 2 winners coming out of that tier bracket. And last, but most certainly not least, will be the purple tier skill level 7s. They'll be the ones to finalize the night here in terms of finals here. But we should be in finals mode now at this point, trying to make sure everything is a go. Looks like all cameras are good. Looks like the players are getting ready to get started here. We got Mr. Leonard Horton representing for Southeast Georgia APA, Team Will and them up there. And then, of course, Jordan Jackson for the team First Coast APA, representing for our wonderful, wonderful friends across the pond here, as I like to call it. There we go. Adam, I see you in chat. Let's go. Get the stream shared out, guys. Show the love, show the support. I will get some links out for y'all as well, so that way if you guys wish to view it on YouTube as well, you will be able to view everything. Incoming spam of links here. Give it just a moment. It should come through on all ends. But we are streaming on the Facebook page for Jacksonville APA. We are streaming on Jacksonville APA's YouTube page, and we are streaming on my YouTube page, Voice of Jacksonville Pool. Again, this is Tim Jones. Appreciate you guys for being here with me. Let's get this party started here. Looks like these gentlemen fixing to shake hands. Got a couple different angles here. Since we're just focused on the finals here, I got all cameras pointed on the one table, so. Rack Dog up in chat says, let's go Southeast Georgia. Woo! Woo! There we go. All right, on the left there, that is Mr. Jordan Jackson. On the right is Mr. Leonard Horton right there. Both skill level 4s. And we are off to the races, guys. Let me know if you guys can't hear me or if anything sounds off. I'm checking everything on my end right now. So far, everything is showing up and sounding good. But I'm, of course, always, you know, we always battle with the music here, right? We're at a pool hall, so I always try to make sure everything's coming through loud and clear. Mr. Leonard Horton winning the lie against Jordan right there. All normal 8-ball rules apply here, ladies and gentlemen. 8 on the break will count, as long as you don't scratch. Don't pull that bad juju. And both these gentlemen are still skill level 4s here, so race to 3. Unlike you know, usual APA when we're used to keeping track as for who's on the hill and stuff, none of that matters. It's a winner-take-all situation. Chris Martin in the house. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all being here, guys. I sent out the links. Y'all should see them there. In case you wish to view this on YouTube, you do have the links right there to YouTube as well here, guys. So let me know if y'all need any of the other links or if something didn't come through, but it should have. It looked like it did on my end. So, Chris, I'll see you tomorrow, bud. Make sure and get into the finals, sir. Let me know who you guys are rooting on, which of these two gentlemen you want to see take home the win and go represent in Vegas. I know who my favorite is in this instance. That is you guys watching the live stream with me. That's my favorite. See, y'all thought I was about to say somebody's name and pick a favorite. Had y'all going for a split second there, chat. Had you going. I think if we're blessed here as well, we'll have Will joining me on the live stream here soon. We'll see if we can get him on here in just a moment. There we go. That's what I want to see. Let's go, Jordan. Show him the love, guys. Show him the love. I know Mr. Jordan's over there actually getting the live stream shared out for me as we speak. What a brilliant cut right there by Mr. Leonard. That was nice. That was very nice. Oh, I hear Will getting close by here. Let me get a headset ready for him.
So, Will? Yes. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing, man? Good done with T-ball. Yeah, how'd the game go?
Mike done snuck in.
Nice.
Sorry, guys.
He still lost, but he hit a double and scored. Good for him.
Yeah, and guys, also too, I just want to make sure I'm encouraging each and every single one of y'all as well. The way you get to this event, by the way, this event is a twice-a-year event. But the way you get to this event here is very simplistic here. Talk with your league operator if you need to, if you're not familiar with what singles are. But there are singles boards. There's many different options in singles boards. There's some that's just a 4-man board. There's some that's a 16-man board. There's variations, okay? There's variations. The only reason why I'm telling you that is because I don't want to promise and be like, hey, like we ran, 5 4-man boards, and then you're like, wait a minute, the only board option I had was a 16-man board. It's different based on, participation, people signing up, different things like that here. But basically, there's a singles board. You get qualified within that board by winning it, and once you win it, you get to come here. Once you win here, you get to go to Vegas. It's like the easiest 3-step program I think I've ever heard in my life, to be honest with you. It's very simple. Will, what's going on, bud?
Hey, Tim, how you doing, man?
Doing well, sir. Welcome to the stream here, buddy.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Hey, glad to have you here. Guys, for those who don't know, this gentleman to my right here, I know y'all can't physically see us, but this is Mr. Will here, the league operator for Southeast Georgia APA. And already getting some love on the live stream, getting to represent right away here. I love seeing this go on. It's actually one of my most favorite events of the year, to be honest with you.
Anytime I get to come and sit down with you is one of my favorites.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. I'm not going to be able to fit through this door here in a little bit here. My head's going to be a giant airhead after it's said and done. So Mr. Leonard is representing for your side here. What can you tell me about Mr. Leonard here?
Yeah, Leonard's actually come a long way for us. He's gone through a couple of things with health and surgeries and whatnot, but hasn't let it deter him, and has been on the table ever since, and has really come a long way with it. We're proud of him.
I love that. I'm so glad to hear that he's in good health to come join us for the day. I will always say, no matter what, I know there's some variations between leagues on different things, on how different stuff's done from time to time, depending on the area. But there's one thing that has always held true, and no matter what, I dare somebody to convince me otherwise. But gosh darn it, we just not just a giant freaking discombobulated amazing family at the end of the day.
It really is. It really is. There's not really any other way to describe it.
It's phenomenal. Like every single time, I guess maybe that's my bias in why I love this event as much as I do, is because every single time I come, I always see people like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since the last one, or we weren't here last year for the past one, but we were here a year before. Like, how have you been? Like, I remember such and such, and it's this whole like family reunion style atmosphere of just play catch up and get to hang out with everybody. And I love it.
Exactly. Yep.
Plus, I think there's a little a little pride on the line here as well, of getting to say who takes home the most victories here. I wouldn't dare stir that pot between the 3 sets of league operators that are over here right now at all. Wouldn't dare stir that pot.
I'm going to put the mic up if you do.
Will's like, no comment. Boom. I love it. Well, I also have to say my other part that I love about singles, and not say that there isn't variations. People do move up throughout their time of getting qualified and stuff. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, you're almost always sticking in your same skill level bracket.
Right.
Which is really, really cool to see. I mean, that's, you really can't, I guess you can't ask for a better even playing field if that's the way you want to view it as. No. Mr. Jordan pulling that back so successfully right there into that corner pocket. So, Will, how's everything in Georgia? How's life up there, sir?
It's going well. We still have the bipolar weather.
Yes, absolutely. That's a requirement.
Oh, yep, gotta have it. So if that ever changed, I would start worrying about the world ending.
Yeah. I loved it. I went and got my car to come up here earlier today, and I decided just to do my little windshield wiper blades. I just see the streak of yellow just go across. I'm like, yep. 'Tis the season.
Yeah. I'll
Tis
tell you,
the season.
one thing that I live off of is local honey.
Oh my gosh. Like, are you on a honey trip like I am right now? Because I'm very much in a big, like, there's not a day doesn't go by I'm not taking probably two tablespoons worth of honey and just eat me some honey.
At least one in the morning.
Yep.
I mean, it will get you through, especially if you have problems with allergies.
Not just that, but I do it because of all this and all this talking and stuff. My voice, oh my gosh.
I can only imagine.
It is a regiment for me. My wife knows, like, she's like, yeah, we keep lemon juice in the house, we keep honey, and like I'll take little shots of lemon juice and honey and stuff just to keep with everything vocally like going good. Ben, I love seeing the love in there. Same thing with Jay in chat saying, let's go, Jordan. There we go. Should have loved these guys. If y'all know their extra friends, I know Miss Lauren is here, and she's been tagging people left and right. She's my little go-to right there. But if y'all can, feel free to @ people, tag them, share it off to your pages. I already linked it. I'll wait a moment until I link it again. But we do have Facebook going along with 2 YouTube channels going at the same time. So you can enjoy this content the way that you want to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you talk about Lorna. Lorna is crucial for us when it comes to anything social media-wise. She lives and breathes pool.
She's a hype train. I mean,
Yes.
she is just straight up a hype train. I love her.
She's also one you do not want to underestimate on the table.
That's true too. It was either this last one or the full year ago one, when she was here and I got to meet her and see her play and stuff. And I was like, man, you are not one to be tried.
So I've watched both of these players play throughout the day here, and you can tell immediately that this final match, the match that's going to take you to Vegas, has set some nerves in.
I definitely agree. Talking about the pattern here, let me reload it back up, go back through it here. So Mr. Jordan Jackson representing for First Coast APA actually went all the way through the winner side. He has not been notched to the one-loss side, not one bit. He took on Osvaldo earlier, took on Mark Burgess, took on Stephen Fuller, then played Rob Snyder to get to this point right here. And Mr. Leonard Horton actually did the exact same thing, which I won't say is odd, but we don't always get a finals that both gentlemen came through the winner side of the bracket,
Right.
which is really cool to see because, I mean, honestly, I would love that personally because I'd be like, listen, I know no matter what, I got the best of the best right here in front of me,
That's right.
and either I'm gonna prove it, I'm gonna get the cut here, I'm gonna take on this action and take it on successfully, or hey, I lost to one of the best.
That's
So,
right. You know, a loss is never great and never feels good, but it feels better when you know that you played the best that was out there.
Very true. Very, very true. Will, anything exciting coming up for Southeast Georgia APA? Anything that y'all have going on? Any new divisions? Anything like that you got
We're
cooking in the books?
You know, as everybody else, getting into our tournament season. So we do
Yeah.
have our doubles tournament coming up for Vegas.
There we go.
Our ladies and Masters League tournament will be coming up very soon, along with our team event. And in the summer, we are talking heavily about starting up some destination divisions.
Excellent. I love hearing it.
That'll be the first time for our area. So
Now, guys, I'd never want to disappoint or anything. Different leagues get to do different things, just depending on all sorts of different factors, right? So my recommendation to you is if you hear something you like that we talk about here and you don't have it in your league, don't hesitate to ask your league operator what they got going on. A lot of league operators do a lot of different things. I love your guys' creativity when it comes down to it, and just the passion that pours out from this. So,
Yep.
Well, a fairly good first rack here, kind of a nice little test between both these guys. I like seeing it here. I don't really feel like either of them really gave the match away completely one way or the other. So
that first rack, you always have to take the time to figure out who your opponent is.
yes, you do. Yeah, and I think it's important too there in at least that first rack as well to, how to put this, I guess give yourself some grace in understanding that hey, here's the deal. You may have made some mistakes. Focus on what you know that you had capable of. I always like going back and kind of replaying in my head, this is a shot that I make a good majority of the time. So what did I do differently here? Trying to figure out my weak points and stuff.
Yep.
So
I see a lot of players, leading up to a tournament of this stature. They want to practice the day before, the week before, and they want to learn some techniques or some newer techniques that they're not used to. And guys, I'm here to tell you, a tournament like this is not where you bring those tricks out.
yeah.
You stick to what you know, what got you here in the first place.
Yep.
It is not the time to be learning your left English, right English, or different three-rail shots.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I apologize for making the sound right off the bat when you mentioned it. I was just in my gut. I was like, ooh, don't do that. Please don't. This is not the place. It ain't time to get fancy.
That's right.
You got here for a reason, and with the capabilities that you already had. So it's time to dial those in very precisely, and I think take home the win. Nah, these sort of events too just really hype me up. I talk about the. I don't know. I feel like this is a grueling way of getting to Vegas. It is one of the most amazing times, but also can also feel the harshest, because even though you may have some friends here watching stuff, it's you. It's mano a mano on the table. There's no timeouts.
Exactly.
There's no coaching. You know, there's no crying in baseball. Like, you know.
There's nobody on your back, and you're not on anybody's back.
Exactly. But like I tell you, man, when you know that you've won this event and you're going to Vegas because of it, you can't tell me you're not flying on cloud 9.5 and above.
Oh,
like
100%.
You were up there. I laughed earlier because I may have overheard a gentleman that wasn't pleased with getting moved up, is what I'll say. And I only laughed because I loved what one of y'all said to him about the fact of like, hey, like, just think of it this way, though. Like, you're playing the best of your tier. And, like, now you've earned the right of not only playing the best in your tier, but now you're, like, above that tier.
That's right.
You've done leveled up, baby.
Yep.
And so, like, I look at it like that. Like, if I level up in one of these events, because when I had my major level up was in Vegas, and I went from a 4 to a 5 and 8 ball, and my captain, like, pulled me to the side. And there was probably, like, a 10-minute speech he had planned of, like, it's going to be okay, don't worry about this and other. And I was like, if you don't put me against another 5 and let me see how I actually do, I said, I'm going to be really mad at you. And he's like, you're ready for this, aren't you? I was like,
yeah.
100%. Like, I've earned this. Like, I've been whooping tail on the 4s.
That's right.
I don't want a 4 no more. I want a 5. I want to see where I'm at.
Right.
And so, like, granted, I lost that next match, unfortunately. But it was not a major loss. I remember it was one of my just best, you know, I was shooting at a very high level for my skill level and everything. And it was just so much fun. And it's amazing when you can have that type of attitude. And, like, I've seen it throughout the entire day. Like, I've seen so many people. Like, I really like talking to Mr. Leonard a moment ago. And I was like, yeah, I was like, don't worry about this live stream stuff. He's like, I'm not, man. He's like, I'm just ready to battle it out on the table. Like, I'm just ready to go and show what I can do. And
Hungry for it.
oh, yeah. And it's, man, I need it. Like, my double partner, Idara, we made it to the finals in the doubles last weekend. And we lost. And so it was really hard for me. And I was talking to one of my buddies, and she was like, yeah, she's like, y'all shot so well and everything. I was like, I know, but we made it so far and we lost.
Yeah.
And she was like, you realize from this point forward, everybody knows how you compete now.
That's right.
And I was like, okay. I was like, oh, all right, hold on. I was like, now you're hyping me up in the right, like, okay, I'm with that train of thought. I'm down for that. Like, let's go. But it's because of moments like these that I get to see these people really just lay it all out in front of them and just say, hey, like, here I am. Here's the best of my abilities of what I can do. Let me see if I can take this person on. And it really just inspires me, Will. Like, It really does. I love seeing it.
Yep. Perfect mentality to have.
It really is. It goes a long way. Long, long way.
You got a little bit of trouble in this rack here.
Yeah, I was thinking it didn't seem like it's that clustered, but that 8-6 combo sitting up there, sorry, a little bothersome for me. By the way, Will, I haven't shown you. Ooh, give me 1 second. But no, I was about to show you, Will. I didn't test it yet, but make sure. Oh yeah, it is working. Ta-da! Smiley faces. Look at that. we can draw on the screen there if you want to do any drawing, sir.
Oh,
Get a little Bob Ross moment.
All right.
That real question is all about that 6-8 situation. Like, what are they gonna do? Because this is a problem for both of them. Like, I don't even know if I would focus on. I guess there's enough room. I don't know if I'd even focus on a run out right here.
Yeah, it's. I can't tell from here if you have enough room to go behind 8 off rail. Could be a potentially great safety there, though, for whoever does have the solids.
Yeah, so, yeah, I see what you're saying. So you think Leonard just hits into the 6, does a safety, and leaves the cue ball sitting over there?
Right.
Yeah.
You can pretty much play it no matter what end of the table you're on.
I like that. From the YouTube side says, good luck, Jordan. Good luck to Jordan, indeed. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the representation. Ooh, fired that one.
Yep.
This might get tricky. Okay, I thought it was about to get trickier right there. I was like, is he fixing to nudge that 8 right on over? I'll be honest with you, though. This is kind of nice that this is rack number 2 that this is happening. Not enough speed, no rail. And I like it because it makes both these gentlemen maybe for a moment just to calm down for a second.
That's right.
You know, you can get Get the blood pumping a little too much here, knowing this is the finals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I kind of like what you were talking about. I think I'm going to be on the bottom side of the 8-ball here. I think maybe just a simple one-rail kick. I think you're right. Like, just leave your cue ball mixed in with the 8 just fine. I think that'll work pretty good.
Yep.
At
this point with the 9 on the rail, I wouldn't go to make the 6. I'd knock it towards the pocket because you get in trouble with your 8 after. But it would be a pretty little safety.
Well, you can still come off the top short rail.
Yeah.
He just needs to get that 6 out of there, though. That's the only problem. I feel like with ball in hand, you had a little bit more control of knowing where you were going to send that 6 ball. This one, you're just trying to get a good hit with. Ooh, I don't like his speed. No go. No. Ball in hand.
At least he didn't knock it hard enough to move it out the way to clear the 8.
Yep.
That is always a gut-wrenching thing when it happens is, you know, trying to hit the ball, don't get your right angle, don't get the right speed, give up ball in hand, and knock the trouble ball out.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of like maybe I'm thinking just leave the 13 there alone personally. I think that's going to be my defense ball out of this equation. I think I'm going to go for maybe a 3-ball run here. What do you think, Will?
13 is not a hard ball to get to no matter pretty much anywhere down in that middle table. I don't like where my 15's at.
Yeah.
My 15 would probably be my first choice ball here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get the cue ball down here and come off rail and get back above the 9 some.
Exactly. I think there was more of a concern of making sure that cue ball stayed there than there was making
a ball. Yeah. Luckily, the 6 has really slowed this rack down. Both gentlemen really need to take advantage of this. And this right here, this is going to show ultimately which of these two gentlemen can be the most patient when it comes to this and not just give a free sellout shot.
That's right.
Landon, what's up, bud? Welcome to the stream, man. Landon, make sure you say hi to Will.
What's going on, Landon?
Well, good hit.
It's out there now.
Yep. On your way to Vegas, have a safe trip, bud. Be blessed, okay? The run is here. This is good. He said sweating this while sitting in the airport. Well, it's a good day to be sweating some matches, man. I had to mess with Kelly right there. I don't know if she even heard me. She was doing the clipboards. I flipped up the mic. I said, "Shh, you're too loud, Kelly." Judy, what's going on? Who you rooting on there, Judy? Get off that rail. He's got a little breathing room. And he has marked the bottom left-hand corner pocket. I definitely agree with that. Will, any issues on taking this shot? Anything you're really thinking about or worried about?
On this shot, not exactly. I did notice these side pockets are a little bit wider than what I'm used to. I'd have to look at that, but I think he's in the clear all the way around here.
It's funny you mention that because I love going after the side pocket. Good out, by the way. I do love going after the side pocket, even though I do know, like, as many times I've had some higher ranking players coach me and stuff. I know without doubt they'd tell me to drain that all the way down every day of the week.
Yeah.
Every day of the week. But you are right. These side pockets are a little bit more forgiving, I'd say. They're a little wider. They do a really good job. Miss Carey here for Team Leo. There we go. Well, Leo's on the board here, 1-1.
Making it again.
Yes, he is. And again, for anybody just joining us, by the way, guys, this is the Singles Regionals 2024. We have Southeast Georgia APA, we have First Coast APA, and Jacksonville APA. All three APAs representing for this particular matchup. It is Mr. Leonard Horton, skill level 4 bracket here. That is the yellow tier, yellow tier bracket. And Mr. Leonard represent for Southeast Georgia, and then we've got Mr. Jordan, who was just racking there, represent for First Coast APA. Love 9-Ball Heaven, by the way. Huge shout out to them. Appreciate, as always, the venue, the great staff, the good food.
Yeah, it's the first time I've actually been back since the renovations and the add-on here, and I'm telling you, I really like it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it because I like just having options, because you never know, like, you never know when events are going to change. Different events are going to change what tables are playing on, different stuff like that. Like, we just had our major change for APA, right?
Yep.
Like, we went from having the regular valleys, now there's diamonds.
That's right.
You know, and so, like, getting a option of getting different size tables, different types of tables and stuff, to me is just huge and widely beneficial. And, you know, like you said, with the renovation, like, we can actually host this big event here. It's nice.
Exactly.
There's breathing room. You know, not everybody's cluttered up on top of everybody, and again, it's just a great venue. I love the lighting and everything too.
Yeah, these arena-style lighting, it's very nice. Way to go.
It was funny because this one right here was I didn't see anybody hit it, but it was swaying back and forth, and I was sitting there just staring at the table on the camera the whole time. Nice little twofer. Oh wow. I was staring at the table the whole time. I was like, I can't tell you the light swaying above it, but I know that light physically was swaying earlier. But I'm looking at the lighting on the table, and I can't tell you any lighting is moving. I was like, this lighting is so perfect.
Oh, yeah.
So perfect.
You don't see that often, a ball rattling out of a pocket on here.
No, but that was one of those where the pool god said, no, sir, you already got a freebie. We can't let you have another shot. My favorite is during the 9-ball one. Like, you'll see somebody get 5 balls on the break and not have eyes on the next object ball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How is there only 4 balls left on the table and you're locked up to where you can't see your next object ball? Come on.
You know you can only have so much luck.
Oh, 100%. My favorite joke to make with people is they're like, Tim, how are you doing this stuff? I'm like, hey, Amazon does BOGO deals on horseshoes every once in a while.
You just got to know when to look, right?
Yeah, if you pay the extra shipping and handling, too, they'll throw in a rabbit's foot for you as well. Aaron in chat saying, let's go, Georgia. There we go, showing love to Southeast Georgia. Aaron, appreciate you being here. Guys, it's been a moment since I linked it. I just don't want to spam y'all too much with all the links here, but inside this next post will be 3 separate links for you guys. The first one is actually the regional's website, so that way if you want to click and see where people are at in terms of their bracket and stuff, you can click right there through that. And then you also have both YouTube pages for Jacksonville APA and my YouTube page as well.
I tell you, the regional website was done up very well.
It's
I
nice.
like that.
It was such a. I know this isn't about me real fast, by the way, and I apologize. I'm definitely turning it, but it was such a big deal just to see that my logo
man,
stuff was on. Oh,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Made me so happy. Yeah, Rack Dog up over there for Southeast. Let's go. I can't help but to be a little biased. I am a Georgia boy. I may be voiced Jacksonville Pool, but I am definitely a Georgia boy. That's why it was so funny when I went to Bulldogs up in Macon, and the owner was like, yeah, he's like, but you got to be a Georgia fan. I was like, man, I was born in Tipton, lived most of my life in Kingsland, Georgia, and went to college in Valdosta. I was like, what nice? What, like?
What more do you want?
Oh, man. I liked his speed right there. Very good choice in speed there by Mr. Jordan. But I'll be honest with you. I love being in this position if I'm Mr. Leonard right now. Oh, man, the control of the table you have.
An 8-ball, this is something that I live for.
Mm-hmm. Well, they tell you, right, it's the oldest hustle in the game, right? You know, let you break, take a couple off the table type deal. Yeah. Free up to where I have nothing but space for every single one of my balls, please.
Now, if you can run them, by all means run them. But I love going up against an opponent that always wants to run right off the rip. And all I need is that one miss.
That one, yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. I like him taking a second. We haven't seen a lot of players really change their shot. He was almost down on his original shot choice and then got up, took a second, went through his steps again and changed his mind. I like that. I wonder how full he can hit this 2-ball.
Looks like he has plenty of room to take it down to the corner pocket.
What a shot. Very well played. He's got the stroke down, Pat. Might have overhit that just a tiny bit, but
overcooked just slightly.
Oh, we got the bump off the 8.
Worked out great for him.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Leonard in the driving seat. I love his speed on this. That's one of those where some people will tell you not to try to over control it. He had more than enough room there and let the rail, you know, deaccelerate the cue ball some. It's one of those you can absolutely control those shots. What an out.
Very nice.
Wow, nicely done. Mr. Leonard, first one to the hill. Now, I still say that just because of our normal terminology, but keep in mind, guys, this is winner take all. This is not best of anything like that. This is their normal, your skill level versus my skill level, normal race, but it is winner take all, period. So Mr. Leonard still has to get the one more. Him getting to the hill in this case does not matter in the sense of a point standpoint.
That's right.
So. Now, Will, do you remember when it is they go to Vegas for this event? Is this in this August coming up?
The singles, this will be coming up here in the, this one will be for next year, I believe.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that was a good out indeed, Aaron. For sure it was. He played that very well. I'm really surprised he didn't slow down for maybe a defensive shot, but he felt confident in all those shots. And
yeah,
I'll be honest with you, sometimes I get in my own way of where I'm like, instead of going forward when I need to go forward, I always have that assumption of like I need to just stop and play a defensive shot. And
right.
I don't know. I think it works out better for my play style. My lifetime average has increased tremendously, which has been nice. But
it's how comfortable do you feel with the shot, regardless if you need to go with it or not. If you need to make that shot or not, if there is a safety that can be played, then you have to judge it off of your opponent as well. What kind of shots has your opponent been making?
Yes.
How comfortable do they feel on the table?
I will say during my last event, I for sure 100% changed my mind on playing a defensive shot because my opponent had already gotten out of the last 4. And I was like, you know what, if I can't snooker it perfectly, which I know I don't have a high percentage in terms of pairing up the cue ball with another object ball and getting that snooker move in, I was like, if I can't do that perfectly, he's going to have a good out no matter what. And so I decided to step on the gas, and luckily it worked out, but it was one of those moments where I agree with you. Like, I took what my opponent and how my opponent had been playing into consideration before landing it. Small wall right there. He looked like he had a good stroke with it. Now, these pockets are not super, super wide, though. So they can be unforgiving. Very, very similar to diamonds. Speaking about that, did you get to go to Vegas last year, Will?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd you think about all the changes and stuff?
I liked it. I liked the way it looked, man. It was nice to look out there and see all of those. I actually worked the Mini Mania room.
Hey, yes. The Mini Mania is always a good time.
Yep.
My biggest recommendation is for these events, guys, when you have a chance, go out there and get some Mini Mania time. I've even seen friends of mine that will come out there to support myself or other friends that were out there at the same time, and they're just out there on their own. And they go out there and run 3 or 4 Mini Mania tournaments and have a good time running it. So I guess my favorite part about that is the fact there's still people doing work behind the Mini Mania, but it's full payout.
That's right. Yep.
Like, that blows my mind the whole time is that if $120 in cash goes in, $120 cash comes out for the winner. So, yep, it's really cool to see.
Yep. And a lot of people don't realize, I've had a lot of people ask me and, who were never either told or just did not know, you do not have to win anything, any trip out to Vegas to be able to go out and play the Mini Mania.
True.
You have to be an active APA member. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 20 matches?
20 matches, 20
lifetime matches.
Yep. Angela coming in. He's on the hill. He is, Miss Angela. He is. I love it. I love it.
So, while you're out in Vegas, the practice tables can be an issue, always staying full. I also tell a lot of people, it's like, hey, if you want practice, sign up for your minis.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Some of the best practice you can get.
Yeah. That is very true. Very, very true.
Let's go, Cuzzo, old Brent.
Wait. Is that Brent that I met?
That is Brent.
Brent, what's up, buddy? What was it again? Behind the cue?
Oh, behind the cue.
Behind the cue. There we go. Brent joined me in the booth not that long ago when I was up in Macon last, guys.
Ooh.
See y'all in the morning. We'll see you in the morning, brother. You better come hop back in this booth with me if you get a chance to. We'll only be streaming the finals, but if you get a chance to, I don't know what time your matches start and everything, but I will be going to church in the morning, so I'll be here a little bit later after that, but hopefully we'll be able to leave most of this set up, so.
I do like that play. Didn't really have a whole lot of options on the table, but
I call that the monopoly play. You start buying up all the properties you
That's right.
can. Yeah, Mr. Leonard seems real comfortable with his speed on these tables. He likes that slow, medium style stroke by the look of it.
very seldom do you see him get up there and try to pull off any flashy stroking. He generally stays in his comfort zone.
I was about to say, that makes complete sense with everything I've seen. Like, I would probably say, especially to, and that's so funny, we just say something, and he goes and slams
In the
that
very
ball.
next shot.
What timing, I swear.
But guys, this is exactly why you stay in your comfort zone. He was very close to accidentally pocketing the eight ball.
Oh, man. I swear it's almost like these guys always have earphones in for a moment when we go to say something. Like, I love it whenever I've said before, somebody be like, man, I'd actually go after the bank for that as a two-way. And then, like, not even 3 seconds later, like, they stand up, they go and look at something else, they get back down, then you can tell they're aiming for the bank now. And I'm like, are you listening to what I'm telling you? Wink twice if you can hear me.
Right.
I'm like, you better cut it out. I like the fact we're getting a little defensive battle here.
Yeah.
This, guys, I will tell you too, especially if you're currently a 4, if you really want to see the difference between a 4 versus a 5, an 8 ball, watch when they know to start playing some defensive shots. When you start to see that coming out, just know that you as a 4 are working your way and definitely knocking on that door as a 5, as you should be. And that's really like, especially if you have like a new 4 versus a high tier 5. For instance, like, take a look at their different play styles, and you'll see the defensive game immensely changes in that bracket. It's actually really cool to see. What a good hit, nicely done.
Very nice attempt.
I think we'll be on this rack for a few more minutes here, Will.
Oh, definitely.
I like it.
You got your 10-5 over there.
Mm-hmm. 10-5 slowing it.
Other. That 14 ball for Leonard is not in the greatest spot. Quite easy for Jordan here to play as many safes as he really wants to.
Mm-hmm. It'd be nice to see him take advantage of it, too.
That's right.
I think this is one of those instances where maybe you go for a pocket or two and then play defensive, like especially with that 2 ball being where it is. Playing defensive where you just get that 2 ball closer to that bottom left-hand corner pocket.
That's right.
I like that defense just because of where the 8 is. And so even if, Jordan here is able to get this figured out and get this situation detangled, you've still slowed him down because of the 8 ball. Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna do exactly what I just said. I'm probably gonna run 2 or 3 of these. I'm gonna come back to that 2 ball, and I'm gonna on purpose just miss and just get that 2 ball as close to that bottom left-hand corner pocket as I possibly can.
Second thing I'd want to look at while I have free range of the table here is getting my 7 over, which that looks like what he might be about to do, 7 or 4. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was a great call. I agree. I think the 7 posed. Oh, how much that 4? I guess you can see all the 4. Okay, maybe not.
It doesn't look pretty to me.
I was like, you got down that real fast. A little shocked. No, don't make this too long. Don't make it. No.
As long as he doesn't take his 4 here.
Oh, I like his speed. There we go.
He's starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Yes, he is.
Don't want to do too much of a rhythm unless you know that you can break this 5 out.
Honestly, your 1 ball is right outside the pocket. That 4 is almost right outside the pocket. Like he's sitting good. I don't know. Maybe I was being overly cautious trying to use that 2 ball to block at that bottom left, but. What a good hit, though, and that's hilarious. It literally broke apart for a split second, then joined right back up. 5 and 10 ball are best friends right now.
Magnets, anyone?
Gracious. Yeah, right? Oh, I love this. I'm so excited for the rest of the day, guys, just to tell y'all what we have going on. Now, keep in mind, this is for the 8-ball side of it. Things will change tomorrow, but up next will actually be the orange tier bracket. That'll be the skill level 6s. And then followed by, from them, will be the, I was about to jump wrong tier, will be the skill level 5s. The first part of the skill level 5s, because their tier is split into 2 winners. Then we'll move on to the 2 through 3s. We'll have a break in between, and then we'll finish up for the red tier, which is skill level 5s. And then for the finals tonight, at the very, very end, will be the skill level 7s. And Jason in here rooting on Mr. Jordan. There we go. This is Jordan, the Rack Master Jackson.
I think he missed a little bit of an opportunity there to break that 10-5 out. Could have done so and still had a little bit of trouble for Leonard in 14-3.
I think he's just going to hit this 4 in and then maybe just brush the 5 on up closer to that corner pocket. I don't know. But the problem is he's gotten in this predicament now to an extent to where, like,
yeah, this is not a situation I would like to be in. I don't know that I would even make the 4.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe I don't know. It's tough to not make it. Brent, we are going to have a long night tonight. Yes, sir. All 6 finals will be streamed today and tomorrow, my friend. We'll be here. I swear if he just cross-banked that. Oh, my gosh.
He had a little bit of love there.
Man. I didn't think he had that much of sight on it to do the cross-bank, but he was darn close. I like that.
I mean, he did get away with it a little bit, too. He didn't leave really an easy shot at all for Leonard.
No, he's showing up and showing out. That is for sure. Ooh, almost got hit in the bottom corner pocket there.
That was a great try.
Well, here comes Jordan with the pickle, though. I know, guys, it's kind of hard to see, but that 5 ball is essentially almost not fully sitting on that pocket point, but the top pocket point of the side pocket, it's close. It is really, really close here. Let's see if this, yeah, that kind of shows you a little better. I mean, that's tough pickings. I think he has enough room to just let top just take control and be just fine, but I would take that 5 first.
Yeah, it's too much to get in trouble with trying to come back around for that 5.
Yep.
That would be my first choice.
Yeah, if you had a better angle on the 4, maybe, but
no. You really have to watch your speed here.
Yep. Just barely.
You see that a lot too. Whenever you have somebody that's a little bit worried of scratching, which you did have that possibility there of cutting it just a little bit too much.
Well, luckily the 5 and I'm sorry, I think I was calling it. It is the 10 ball still, right? Yeah, that is. The 5 and 10 still close to being back with each other. Yeah, Brent, you definitely would have.
You're not behind the cue right now, Brent.
Brent, it is good to see you again, bud. I'll see you tomorrow. Definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't want to say he pretty much has no choice, but I don't see why. I was about to say why he doesn't go after this 14. Goes for the bank, gets it the second time, and he does. There you go. Dax knows what's up.
What's going on, Dax? Does he have enough room?
This is tough. I think he's cutting this all the way down. Ooh, he dodged it. Dodged it. Dax getting married tonight. Hold on, we got a wedding going on in chat over here. Guys, I am ordained. Don't be charming now.
Oh.
I'll come over there and marry some people. That all came from, by the way, that's a good fun joke. That all came from one of my first trips to Vegas with APA.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, so my my captain and then at the time his lady, they were very close for many years and stuff. And we were in, I think, Caesars or whatever, and just this perfect little garden section or whatever. And so, like, I had a polo on. I took a napkin and put it as the little white bridge piece across the neck here and made it look like I was a pastor. I was making a joke. And somebody was like, "Oh, you should get ordained." So I literally hopped in line, got ordained. And after coming back from Vegas, I was telling my buddy the joke about it. And hey, that's one way to make it.
Very nice.
I told a buddy of mine about it, and he was like, "Actually, my wife and I do need somebody to marry us. Can you do that?" And I was like, "Sure." And so I did. I actually did a marriage. Yeah, that was great. That was a tough combo too. So I was surprised that he got the combo. Nice job letting his stroke out.
Worked out great for him there.
Yeah, very well played. These 7-foot tables, you can definitely be punished sometimes for letting your stroke out, and he hit that perfectly. I mean, that was. I feel like if Jeremy Jones was here, I know where he'd be like, and that's exactly how you want to hit that shot. And he gets the 8 ball, dodges the side pocket, and in case you expect anything else from the finals,
yeah,
heel match up.
This is exactly what you expect and want to see in the final match.
There we go. Dad said missed regionals last year because my niece got married and missed it again this year for my wedding. Dax, I hope you and your fiance have a wonderful and blessed wedding, sir. Y'all take care of yourselves. Enjoy.
Yep, same here, Dax. Really gonna hate that, can't be in the area, but congratulations to you both.
Now, guys, just because I don't know how far away the next finals is, I ask that once this is done, if you guys bear with me for just a moment. I don't know if this is going to be one of those instances where it'll be a long time, so I need to start the stream back up and stuff. I will find out and let you guys know as soon as possible, but just bear with us in case that's what ends up happening. We'll see here in a moment, okay?
It would be cheaper to skip the wedding and go to Jacksonville.
Let's see, table 12 is still going.
That can't be true, Brent, as long as you stay away from best bet.
No, right? Best bet to get you over here sometimes, that's for sure. So we actually have, for the next tier bracket, which is going to be the orange tier, that's the skill level 6s. Right now, the 2 matches to get into the finals are happening right this second. Michael Harpin versus Jason Leggett is currently going on the table next to ours. And then off in the background, which you guys won't be able to see, but Dave Andrasco versus Daniel Hatch is also in the semifinals as well here. So 2 of those 4 will be coming up to meet each other in the finals here. Looks like maybe we have a quick little restroom break here for this one. Guys, while we have a second here, hey, Will, say hi. You're on candid camera. I got you.
There it
Got
is.
it there. No, seriously, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us today. This is Tim Jones, voice of Jacksonville Pool, and we're here at the one and only 9-ball heaven here off of University Boulevard. Big shout out to all 3 of the APA league operators showing up and showing out and being here, and just, you know, all of us getting to come together in this blessing and this time together that we get to have. So definitely big shout out and appreciate you guys for all that you do.
Right back at you too, Tim. You know, I'm sure you're told all the time how much you're appreciated, you know, coming out and doing these streams. It's a great quality to have for tournaments like this.
I definitely feel the love, that's for sure. Kerry, my setup is copywritten and trademarked. He can't have it. She's going to yell at me here in a moment. I'm waiting for it. I was waiting for her to laugh about it. There we go. Dale rooting on Leonard since
All
Grace facing in semifinals. Brent, you compliment me too much, brother. If it wasn't for my visual sponsor, Threefold, it'd be out of my range too, man, if I'm being honest. So. As long as Jordan doesn't get fancy on any of his shots, like I really don't see. I mean, I just feel like a couple times he's overstroked stuff, but I really don't see him having too many issues.
No.
He's
Got a little bit of a lock up there with your 5-2.
Yep.
Not sure that I would have broke that 8 out just yet, though. I know he was trying to play a safety.
Got a little freebie in the side pocket there.
Normally when that happens for me, my luck is I miss the ball, I make another ball by complete accident, and then I hook myself at the same time.
Bingo. Bingo, yep.
Which is normally fine with me. I cannot stand pocketing a ball that I did not intend to pocket. And I know that's, you know, that's the basis of it.
No, I don't blame you. I, of course, always feel bad. I'm not one to usually apologize for it because I always make the joke that if, what's the point in apologizing if you're not going to undo it? And I'm certainly not undoing it.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not putting that ball back on the table.
I'm not spotting it. I'm not putting it on the dot. I ain't doing none of that. Like, that ball is gone. Like, if I can lose by pocketing that 8-ball early, then I certainly get the win when I get the accidental makes.
That's right. Yeah, it takes you back to the saying, you'd rather have luck than skill.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's better to be lucky. I'm really surprised he's not staying down here into this bottom half of the table.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, throwing your 14 over to the 10, getting both of them in a better position.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you could see the 10.
Kerry, I'm not sure which tier you're referring to, but right there, I linked you right there for the Jacksonville APA page. This is the finals. All matches, Jason, will be finals matches. But on the page right there, you'll see, if you scroll most of the way down, you'll see the different tiers. And that will determine
Green
your
tier.
green
It's
tier.
going to be carry, yeah.
So your player meeting's 9:30 a.m.
This is the final, Jason.
Leonard has to put them on away. Oh, Brent, that's even going to be a thing that people aren't going to have a clue what you're even referring to, man. Kmart's are gone, bro. They're out of here.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. this is where those 7-foot tables, like he didn't even stroke that like hard or anything, but he still let his stroke completely through on that. And this is where these tables will punish you. Same thing too with the break as well. Like I've had some people, it's been an interesting concept. Had some people talk about, they just don't hit as hard. I understand not hitting as hard is not soft breaking, by the way. There is a clear difference between it, just to be very, very clear, because I've had some people getting on to other people. They're like, you can't do that. Yeah, you don't have to hit it like it owes you 6 months past rent due. Maybe only 3 months rent due, like there is a difference. So now if you break it like this is a one-pocket game, now we might have some problem. What a shot. Stay out.
Wow.
I think I caught it, Tom. Did it come through the mic or no?
Nope,
Okay.
no, you got it perfect. You got
Thank
it perfect.
I was trying. I was like, flip up. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Oh, Lord. Well, Mr. Leonard here with the first attempt at the 8-ball on the hill.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I'm hitting this pocket speed. If I don't make it, I want it sitting.
Yes, I agree. I want it. I want to hit it almost so slow to the point where it just hangs up outside of it to an extent, like it's almost that slow.
Yep.
Look at Robbie Lindsay in the back. There you go, showing some love at him. He hit that with such good speed and gets it.
And he got it.
Wow. Our first winner here representing Southeast Georgia APA, Mr. Leonard Horton, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the man, myth, and legend here, taking out Jordan Jackson in the finals. Both gentlemen coming through the winner's side of their brackets to meet in the finals. Will, what a perfect timing to have you on the stream, brother.
Oh, yeah,
your man
yeah.
representing.
Hey, bringing it on home.
Bringing it on home.
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say this will be Leonard's first time out.
There we go. That's huge. That's really huge.
So, great game, great final.
Yes, it was.
I love seeing it go heel-heel. I love seeing the players battle it out that way.
There's some of our setup in the background, but just to show you some of the love he's getting in the background, guys. Let's see here if I can make it a little brighter. Oh, let's go the wrong way. Just going to turn on the lights real quick. There it goes. A little brighter there for us.
Oh, yeah.
Leonard getting all the love and support. All the love and support, as he definitely should.
And I'm going to tell you, I've been in Jordan's shoes right at this moment several times in the past with these singles, and I actually keep one of my runner-up trophies still to this day sitting up on a shelf so I can just stare at it.
Oop. You all right, Kelly? Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring Mr. Leonard on here. Will, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
Talk
Always
to you soon.
Always a blast, man.
Yes,
Always
sir.
a blast.
Well, guys, we'll have Will back on the stream here in a moment, but we're going to see if Mr. Leonard's willing to come and sit down with us here and get a quick little interview with him while we're waiting for the next matchup to get started. Now, I don't think...
Oh, good, Will, because look what happened.
Let me see here. Table 3 still going. Table 12. Yeah, the two sets for the finalists here are still going for the next tier bracket. So we'll get Mr. Leonard on, and then I may have to end stream from there, guys, and get it rebooted back up here. Give me 1 second. Let me find out. There you go. Tamara saying good job to Jordan. Jordan shot well. I mean, he really, he got in stroke there. Unfortunate with that ball in hand at the end. But
We get 9-ball shootout points.
Jim, welcome into the stream, bud. Guys, give me 1 second here. I'm going to get Mr. Leonard here hooked up here. When this is down, you're unmuted. When this is flipped up, you're muted, okay? All right, you should be able to hear me just fine. Can you hear me? Go ahead and pull your mic all the way down.
I can hear you, man.
There we go. What's up, Mr. Leonard? How you doing, brother?
Nothing but feeling good right now.
Doing good, sir. We're going to get you on the webcam right here for that. So wave to everybody at home. You got a lot of fans in chat showing the love and support here. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling good.
You should. Now, is this your first time winning singles regionals?
First time?
Okay. Now, have you been to Vegas before for APA?
No.
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 So this is not only first time winning via singles, But now this is going to be your first time taking the trip to Vegas for APA.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a fist bump on that one, brother. That's huge. That is a tough path to take. It's normally a lot easier whenever you got your team behind you and stuff like that to have the team environment. So for you to go through singles, get through your singles board, get through everybody here, which you went through the winner's side. So you were undefeated all day. All day. You were literally the champion.
Man.
Literally. Like, there's not even a question. Like, nobody can be like, well, yeah, but he went in the loser side. No, there was no question. You and Mr. Jordan were actually both in the winner's side. So very well deserved. My friend, I want to afford you this moment here. Is there anybody at home or anybody you want to give a shout out to and show some love and support to?
Just my teammates has been following me,
There we go.
supporting me.
Yep. I see Miss Angela's running around here like a chicken with her head cut off again.
Yeah.
Love her, man. She's such a sweetheart. Such I was calling her the hype train earlier, man. She's somebody that definitely boasts your confidence without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, are you back here for 9-ball tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Back
sir.
here for 9-ball.
All right, so we might get to see Mr. Leonard again. might have a little back-to-back championship here. Have to go up in Vegas and play on both sides. How would that feel? That'd feel pretty good,
That'd
wouldn't
be
it?
pretty good.
Yeah, that would be pretty good, sir. So, well, you definitely got a great stroke. You did really well on these tables here. Where do you normally? Which pool hall do you normally play out of?
Shorty's billiards.
Shorty's. Okay, now where in Georgia is Shorty's?
Hazelhurst.
Hazelhurst? Yeah, I thought so. Very good. And then what sort of tables do you play on out there?
Diamond tables.
Diamond tables. Are they 7-footers out there?
7 feet.
7-footers. Okay, I was going to say, you looked very comfortable being on a 7-foot table is why I was asking. You knew not to let your stroke out. And you and I think, have very similar strokes where we like the smooth speed, the nice and controlled pocket speed type deal. It normally works out pretty well for us.
Had 2 different captains teaching me to do that.
That's good. That's huge. It's really, really good. Really, really good for sure. So, well, I definitely appreciate you, Mr. Leonard. Anything else you want to say to the fans at home?
No, just
Brother, you take care and go have a blessed rest of your day. Make sure you get good rest tonight.
appreciate it.
I expect to see you back in these finals again tomorrow. Okay,
I'll
I'm
do my best.
I'm put that weight on your shoulders. Okay, I expect to see him again, guys. Y'all let him know what's up. Show this man some hype. Send him some text messages, some good encouragement. But you know what I didn't do, Mr. Leonard? I didn't update that score. Let's officially update that score to show you as the winner. There we go. Now that looks a little better. 3-2. All right, Mr. Leonard. Well, you take care. Go have a blessed rest of your evening, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate you too. All right, guys. Tim Jones, voice Jacksonville Pool here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put it on the BRB screen. I don't know if we're about to have the next match or not. I know I see at least one of the battles still going on. Actually, both the battles still going on. So let me find out if I need to restart the stream or not. What's up, Ms. Evelyn? And then I'll be right back. Give me just a moment, guys. Yeah, so both semifinal matches for the next tier bracket that's going to have their finals here, which is going to be the orange tier skill level 6s. They're still going. As soon as we get them on the streaming tables, guys, we'll definitely do so. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right here. This is Tim Jones, your voice of Jacksonville Pool. Appreciate you guys for all the love and support. Guys, stay tuned. Plenty more finals to go. We still have five more finals. 5 more. 6 total on each day. But stay tuned and be blessed, guys, and we'll be back here very shortly, all right?